Finally, we arrive at the end of our long journey through polymorphism. This is the last topic we will cover on the subject, so congratulations in advance on making it through the hardest part of the language. So far, the virtual function we have written in the last example have a body, which means a definition. Okay? However, C++ allows you to create a special kind of virtual function called a pure virtual function or abstract function that has no body at all. A pure virtual function simply acts as a placeholder that is meant to be redefined by derived classes. To create a pure virtual function, rather than define a body for the function, we simply assign the function to value to 0. Okay? When we add a pure virtual function to our class, we are efficiently saying it is up to derived classes to implement this function. Using a pure virtual function has two main consequences. The first is any class with one or more pure virtual functions becomes an abstract base class, which means that it cannot be instantiated. Okay? Abstract classes cannot be used to instantiate objects and serves only as an interface. And if you try to do that, you will get a compilation error. Okay? Thus, if a subclass of an abstract class needs to be instantiated, it has to implement each of the virtual functions, which means that it supports the interface declared by the abstract class. Okay? There's an important note here. Abstract classes should not be confused with data abstraction, which is a concept of keeping implementation details separate from the associated data. And secondly, any derived class must define a body for this function, or that derived class will be considered as an abstract base class as well. Okay? It is very important for you to remember that you cannot create an object to an abstract class, but you can derive the class and you can access it without any problem. So you might ask that, why can't we create an object of abstract class, right? Okay, when we create a pure virtual function in abstract class, we reserve a slot for a function, but doesn't put any address of that in that slot. Okay? Hence the process will be incomplete. Okay? So as a summary, abstract classes cannot be instantiated, but pointers and references of abstract class type can be created. Okay? Abstract classes can have normal functions and variables along with a pure virtual function. And abstract classes are mainly used for upcasting so that its derived classes can use its interface. And classes inheriting an abstract class must implement all pure virtual functions, or else they will become abstract too. Okay? So let's dive into code and see some examples to understand the abstract classes and pure virtual functions better. So I have already prepared a diagram for this one. So in this example, we are going to have an animal class. Okay? This is going to be our base class, and the name is going to be animal. And in this animal class, we are going to have a member, okay, one private member, the protected member, which is going to be name of our object. And after that, we are going to have two functions and two member functions, and they are going to be our getter and setter functions. Okay, the getter function is going to be our virtual function. Okay, and we are going to make it the pure virtual function. And in the cat class and dog class, they are going to be derived from the animal class, which means that they are going to be able to use the base classes, functions and members. Okay, so in the cat class, we are only going to have a one member function, and that is going to be our getter function. And in the also dog class, we are going to have only the getter function, and this is going to be public. Okay, so we are going to create our base classes getter function as pure virtual function, and so that when we try to use the getName function, the getter function from the derived classes, we need to define the functionality in these derived classes. Okay, so we opened our Visual Studio and we can start typing, including our IOStream library. Okay, IOStream, and we are also going to include our string library. Okay, and these two libraries are going to followed by the using namespace as cd. Okay, so in here we are going to create our first class, and it's going to be our base class. Okay, So I'm typing class, and the class keyword is going to be followed by the class name, which is animal. Okay, so in this animal class we are going to have one protected member, and it is going to be name of our object. Okay, so after that we are going to type public, and the public member functions is going to be located here. Okay, so I'm going to type the getter function. Okay, the getter function is going to be our pure virtual function. So I'm typing virtual string get name. Okay, and we are going to assign 0 value to it. Okay, so that way the virtual function is become our pure virtual function. Okay, so after that we can type our setter function, which is set name. Okay, we are going to give an argument to this so that it would be able to make some changes with it. Okay, so I'm typing string and, okay, so we are going to change our name value with this and argument. Okay, so we created our base class, so now it's turn for us to write our derived classes. Okay, so I'm typing derived classes here to as a comment line. Okay, so after that we are going to first create our dog class. Okay, so I'm typing class dog, and the column symbol, because we are going to derive this dog class from our animal class, which is base class. Okay, so I'm typing public animal. Okay, so in this dog class we only have going to a public member function, and it is going to be our getter function. So I'm typing string get name. Okay, so in this get name function we are going to only return the name of the object. Okay, and after that we are typing for the same thing for the cat class, and this is going to be also inherit the animal class publicly. Okay, so we type animal, and in this class we are going to do the same thing that we done in the dog class. So I'm typing public the string get name. Okay, and after that the only functionality is returning the name. Okay, so here let me read the code for you. We have an animal class, and it is our base class. In this animal class we have one member that is protected as name, and we have two member functions. Okay, the setter and getter function, and getter function is our pure virtual function, so that we understand that because we assign 0 value to it. Okay, and in the setter function we are changing the name of the object. Okay, so after that in the derived classes, which is the dog and the cat, we only have one function, that is getter function. So when we write this getter function in the base class as pure virtual function, we are understanding that in the derived classes we need to change its functionality so that we can use this whatever we want. Okay, so after that in the main function, let's write our main function. Okay, so firstly we need to type the get character and return 0 so that we are not going to be forget them. Okay, so now we are going to create two objects from our two derived classes. Okay, the first one is dog, and from dog class we are creating an object named as dog. Okay, and after that from cat class we are creating an object that is named as cat. Okay, so after that let's name the objects. Okay, the dog's name is going to be, let's say, Puffy. Okay, and the cat object's name is going to be, let's say, Kitty. Okay, and Puffy and Kitty are our two objects, our two animals. Okay, so in here we are going to print the object's name to the screen. Okay, so we can type the printing the name of the objects. Okay, so basically I'm going to type cout, and name of my dog is going to be shown in the screen with the doc objects get name function, and end line is the following. Okay, and after that, cout and name of my cat is going to be shown by cat dot get name function, and lastly end line is going to follow this. Okay, so here we can run the code and we can see what's going on here. Okay, so it's compiling right now. Perfect. Okay, so here we are able to see that name of my dog is Puppy and name of my cat is Kitty. Okay, so as I told you before, we have a pure virtual functions that is named as get name, and we created this pure virtual function in the base class. Okay, so that we know that in the derived classes, if we want to use this get name function, we need to redefine it. Okay, so that we can change its functionality. We can do anything what we want with them. Okay, so as you see, it is very easy to implement an abstract class and use virtual functions in a project. Okay, hope you understood the subject well. Please do not hesitate to write me from Udemy or from my blog to ask any questions. Okay, I'll answer them as soon as possible. So see you in the next video.